originally from Winter Park, Florida, which is in Orlando. It's a suburb. I'm one of three. I have two older sisters, and my mom's from Miami. My dad is actually from Spain. So they met in Orlando. My mom was working for the airlines, and my dad was studying and working for AT&T. He worked for AT&T in Tres Cantos in the mid 80s, and they sent about 20 to 30 workers to Orlando to study at an MBA and to also work for the AT&T office there. So I was born there, and after 3 years, my dad started his own telecommunications company here in Spain, in Madrid, and the company is still, operating. It's based out of Coslada, and I lived here for 8 years, from ages 3 to 11. I attended the American School of Madrid, which is in Aravaca, and I also learned how to play basketball here. I played in two clubs in Majadahonda and Pozuelo, and when I returned to the States in 2005, I continued to play throughout middle school and high school. Played 1 year at the Division III level at a university in North Carolina, and then I actually transferred to my dream school, which is the University of Miami. My first year at Miami was the 2012-2013 season. It was actually the year that they made the Sweet 16. The players on that team, it was a team that was absolutely loaded with talent, led by Shane Larkin, which is now arguably the best point guard in Europe. That's obviously up for debate, but in my opinion, he is the best point guard in Europe. But it wasn't just him. There were other players on that team. Durant Scott, who played in the G League, played for many teams in Europe as well, teams in Spain. He started actually his career in Spain with Obradoiro, if I'm not mistaken. He also played in Germany, France, Israel, some other leagues. Julian Gamble, which is currently playing in Italy, if I'm not mistaken, played in Spain as well. Ryan Brown, who's currently playing in France. Tanya Jakiri, who I believe he's playing in Russia now. I'm not. I would have to check on that. Might be in Turkey. I'm not sure. Trey McKinney-Jones playing in Japan, I think. So just a team that was loaded with talent. And my last year at Miami was the 2014-2015 season, a team that was also loaded with a lot of talent. One of the best years of my life. I got the opportunity to travel with the team, so visiting places like Cameron Indoor Stadium, the Carrier Dome, been to places like NC State, UNC, it was just, Louisville, the list goes on. That team made the NIT final. That year we didn't make the NCAA tournament. We lost in the final to Stanford, but just really an incredible experience being able to work with a Division I team, and not just working with the team itself, but also establishing relationships with coaches. And three of my very good friends come from my time in Miami. One of them is actually playing in the ACB right now, Ivan Cruz Uceda. Actually, when we would go on the road to play against opponents, he was my roommate. And then my two other friends are now working. One is a financial advisor, and the other one is working in real estate related things. It was just an incredible experience to work with the team and to be able to learn from a Hall of Fame coach in Jim Larinaga? Yeah, so after college, I actually worked for the Orlando Magic. One year it was a basketball operations role. I was mainly helping the equipment manager with equipment orders, doing stuff for players behind the scenes. And it was only a seasonal position, so once the season ended, you know, I didn't really have a plan. I didn't have anything, you know, lined up, and I think it was just one of those things that I took a leap of faith. Just made, I think, a very bold decision, and you know, just one day I just, you know, spoke to my dad and my parents and just packed my bags and decided to move back. Luckily, you know, coming here, I didn't have a plan, but I did have family here. You know, my parents, my dad's relatives live in Madrid. My grandma, who is, you know, still with us, lives in Madrid as well. So, you know, I had a base to start, you know, to be with family. And, you know, little by little, I, like they say in Spanish, me empecé a buscar la vida, right? I've done a lot of things while I've been here. You know, I worked for a company that helps kids get scholarships in the United States. I now currently do that on my own besides coaching. I also got involved with a sports agency, which I also still do some work with that company as well. And the way I got connected to Torrejon was by David. I met David back in 2019. We organized a tour together. There was a team that came over from the States, and we organized a tour for them to play against professional teams. So when I met David, when we were organizing that, we established a very good relationship, and you know, kept in contact, you know, over time. Obviously, COVID hit, but then we ran another tour together in 2021. And it was that year when, you know, that summer that I expressed interest in coaching. And he gave me the opportunity to come and coach here. My first season was, you know, the 2021-2022 season, and now this is my third year at Torrejon. And, you know, really happy that I'm here. I think there's a lot of good coaches here. There's a lot of good people here. And one thing that has been, you know, just very, you know, rewarding for me is just having an impact on kids and working, I think, with coaches that, you know, I can do this for the right reasons. I think when you coach at this level, it's really about having an impact on young kids, whether they're younger groups or older groups, you know, trying to help them develop both on and off the court. I think the reason why I really enjoy, you know, coaching at the levels that I coach at is because, you know, I fell in love with the game, you know, when I was young, and it was thanks to my coach. You know, that coach had a very big impact in my life. I never, you know, had a brother. I considered him a brother, and I'm speaking in past tense because, you know, unfortunately he's no longer with us. You know, he passed away at a young age, but, you know, the impact that he had on me was just something that, you know, just, you know, a lot of, could say so many good things about him. Just, it was a wonderful person, and this is the reason why I do this. It was just because of how he made me feel at that age. I have a team that's competing in Infantil de Primer Año. Had that group last year. We were able to finish in 17th place in Madrid. You know, very happy that I've had the opportunity to be with them a second year. Definitely think we've gotten a lot better throughout the year. We're in a tough group. You know, there's a lot of good teams in our group. but definitely think, I think right now we're in 6th place, but it's a team that's gotten better with time, and I've seen the progress. And one thing that group has been together for some time here at the club, and they really like to work. They like to get better. They love the game, and it's been really fun working with them. And then I also have an Alevín de segundo año, the B team, and that team, most importantly, they're great kids. It is a team that is playing at the federated level for the first time, and some of the kids on that team also are playing for the first time. So, has it been a challenge? Yes, but I also do see the progress with that team as well. We've gotten better, and yesterday we had a game that, the first time we played the team, we lost by a lot, and yesterday we almost won. So you see the progress with them as well, and I've been happy to work with that group.